Hola estudiante, soy Ellen, estoy hablando desde mi apartamento en Deep River. So vamos a hacer una lección sobre los complementos directos. We're going to do a lesson on direct object pronouns. And I just wanted to clarify because I know some of you had questions. So we're going to do a comparison with English and Spanish just so that you see the difference, and then have some examples. So I gave you some guided notes so you can just kind of go along with me. And the first parts are just explanation. So I'm going to talk, and I might add a few things while I'm going through this, but I'll mostly stick to this script, okay? So subjects and subject pronouns. Subjects of a sentence are people that perform the action of the verb. Okay, for example, Mary buys clothes. In this case, Mary is the subject of the sentence. Subject pronouns take the place of the subject of the sentence. So for example, she buys clothes. Mary is replaced by she. In Spanish, the same example would be Mary compra ropa. With the subject pronoun, it would be ella compra ropa. Okay, so we're just talking about subjects right now, so in subject pronouns, just to kind of compare that also to direct objects and direct object pronouns. So part 2, direct objects and direct object pronouns. Direct objects are the person or thing in a sentence that receives the action of the verb directly and answers the question what or whom. Example, Mary compra ropa. In this case, ropa would be the direct object of the sentence. Direct object pronouns take the place of the direct object in the sentences. In Spanish, there is a difference here from English in that the direct object pronoun changes position from the direct object and is placed before the verb. So ropa disappears to be replaced by the direct object la, which is placed before the verb. So for example, Mary la compra. So instead of Mary compra ropa, you're saying Mary la compra. So you flip-flop the direct object pronoun with the direct object. Okay, part 3, direct objects and the personal a. Okay, if a direct object is a person, the personal a, and it can be a pet too. That can also be a this applies to pets too. The personal a must be placed in front of the direct object. So for example, veo a Miguel. So a doesn't mean anything by itself. In this case, it just needs to be there to identify that the direct object is a person. When you are using a direct object pronoun to replace Miguel, the personal a and the direct object both disappear. So lo veo. Instead of veo a Miguel, you don't say lo veo a, you say lo veo. Okay, and note, do not use the personal a when using the verb tener. Okay, so tener does not take the personal a. So, for example, yo tengo cuatro hermanas. So instead of, you wouldn't say yo tengo a cuatro hermanas. You're going to just say yo tengo cuatro hermanas. Okay, no personal a is required with tener. Okay, so list of direct object pronouns. So we're just going to go through these, and we've gone through them a few times, but I just want you to be clear on them. So me is me, you is te, him or it, which is masculine, is lo, her or it that is feminine is la, you, formal, depending on the gender, is lo or la, us is nos, you all is os in Spain, and we don't use that a lot but here, but like in Spain they do use that. Them, masculine, is los. Them, feminine, is las. You all, los or las, depending on the gender. Okay, so we're going to do some examples together, and I'm just I gave you the translations just because I wanted to kind of go through this without you having to worry about translation exactly, but we're going to be replacing direct objects with direct object pronouns. Okay, so part 5, examples. Underline the direct object in the following sentences. Then rewrite the Spanish sentence using the Spanish direct object pronoun. So in the sentence, I do homework every day, what would the direct object be? So it answers the question what or who. So I do what or I do who. So I do, right, homework. So homework, you can underline, is the direct object. And you're going to do this part for credit, so you want to make sure you do this, okay, while we're going through this. Hago la tarea todos los días. So the Spanish sentence, the equivalent of the English, I do homework every day. So if you're going to replace, so the direct object is la tarea. And to replace la tarea, we're going to use the direct object la. So it's going to be la hago todos los días. La hago todos los días. So I do it every day. And mostly the direct object pronouns are used to avoid repetition. So just so that you're aware of that. Okay, and number 2, you look at the photos on your phone. So right, photos is the direct object. And in Spanish, miras fotos en tu teléfono. So that's going to be, and fotos is feminine, it's las fotos, because it's fotografías, so it's las fotos. Las miras en tu teléfono. Las miras en tu teléfono. Número 3. We call our grandparents on the weekend. So what is the direct object? Right, it's our grandparents. So llamamos a nuestros abuelos los fines de semana becomes, and you notice there's a personal a there because it's not the verb tener and it is a person, people that are the direct object. So los llamamos los fines de semana. Los llamamos los fines de semana. Número 4. I am going to buy a new computer. So what's the direct object? Right, a new computer. So just underline a new computer. In Spanish, voy a comprar una computadora nueva. Voy a comprar una computadora nueva. So when we're replacing the una computadora nueva with a direct object, you're going to say what? Right, so la voy a comprar. Or the other thing that you can do is you can attach the la to the infinitive. So voy a comprarla is also correct. So número 5. My friend Kenny plays the guitar. So the direct object pronoun is the guitar, right? So underline that. And then mi amigo Kenny toca la guitarra. So replacing the direct object with the direct object pronoun, it becomes mi amigo Kenny la toca. Mi amigo Kenny la toca. Número 6. Ellen has 2 brothers. So Ellen has 2 brothers. What's the direct object? Right, 2 brothers. Answers the question who or what. It receives the action of the verb. So Ellen tiene 2 hermanos. And then if you're replacing dos hermanos with a direct object pronoun, it becomes what? Right, Ellen los tiene. Ellen los tiene. And notice that dos hermanos with tener doesn't take the personal a, even though the direct object is a person. It's tener, it doesn't take the a, the personal a. Número 7. I am looking for Susana in the store. So what is the direct object? Right, Susana. So, busco a Susana en la tienda. Again, you have the personal a there because the direct object is a person, and it's not tener. So to replace Susana with a direct object pronoun, you're going to say la busco en la tienda. La busco en la tienda. Número 8. You, singular familiar, love your dog. So the direct object the direct object is what? Right, your dog. So, tú quieres a tu perro would become tú lo quieres. Tú lo quieres. Número 9. The girls see the movies on DVD. The girls see the movies on DVD. So what's the direct object in that sentence? Right, the movies. So in Spanish, las chicas ven las películas en DVD. Becomes, with replacing las películas with a direct object pronoun, it becomes what? Right, las chicas, las ven, and debe de. Okay, I hope you like my lesson, so I will see you on the next video. Okay, bye. Bye.